It's our lucky day because Dark is back on the 1v1 field. A couple ranked replays of Dark have been uploaded, and it looks like he's going to be playing these in the Fennec. We have a match against Badness, as you see right here, and we also have a match between him and Nush. And if you haven't checked out the recent show matches that Nush has played on the channel, then I highly recommend you do, because Nush is actually a very exciting Saudi Arabian up-and-comer, just like Dark is. Dark has been here for a while. It's almost starting to feel like you can't really call him an up-and-comer, but he's certainly the most exciting player in Rocket League right now. I think I would say that. You know, I think there's some other players that are doing crazy stuff, maybe at a higher competitive setting, but in terms of just pure entertainment, this guy is peak, and there's one of the reasons why, as he takes a full field dribble from his back wall, gets that reset and catches to go low. Now, I think Dark is working on converting his, you know, his love for basically like freestyle competitive or you know, clip hitting and ranked into a bit more competitive focus, as he's been willing to rejoin the show matches and work on trying to get some top wins. He was actually seeing success in his most recent show matches. He's deciding to dash his way away. But regardless of whether or not Dark finds his way back to the top, his influence is permanent now. You know, it's clear that even if he doesn't get there himself, all of these mechanics and strategies he implements are finding their way there. And we just saw a double snaked wave dash turn, the way that he likes to try and surprise defenders on occasion. But the pogos are joining the scene. The dashing is joining the scene more now. No touch from Badness on this kickoff, so it'll just be an air dribble into the net for Dark's second goal. Dark does a lot of streaming. I mentioned this before, especially during Dark Week. I think this is our first time jumping back into Dark gameplay since Dark Week, but you guys should go check out twitch.tv/RLDark1 as Dark wave dashes off of the side wall and attempt to get a quick shot, because he was streaming. He's back streaming again. I think he actually did get a controller with the money that we were donating from Dark Week, because I want to say he went back live after the donations when he had said he had a broken controller. So I think he got a new one, although I haven't confirmed for sure. He is a PS4 controller player. That's a great chain dash in order to intercept Badness after losing the kickoff. Now an air dribble where he finds himself behind the play. The reset is crossbar down. Nice bumps to finish it. He'll be able to flip back and free flip in for the goal, as he brings himself to only down one with 3 minutes left in this game. Got to this kickoff so quickly, but did not try and fight his way through. Interesting that he started this early challenge off of a single jump. It felt like off of no momentum driving forward. He had just landed, immediately popped back up off his dashing. Now has himself a tie game. Badness has been playing well, and that's the reason why he's still in this one. It's so interesting to look at people's alpha boosts now, because it does feel like they mean more. You know, these people have them forever now that trading no longer exists. I think Badness did actually upload this replay though, so that might be Bacchus mod. But still, want to look out for it a lot more now. If you didn't know, Rocket League trading disabled. Dark saving a good amount of boost there as he wall dashes his way back, and then he ends up using that boost to speed up the next wall dash challenge, retreating at peak speed due to the benefit of his dashing, and then saving 85 boost to work with on the follow-up play. He has been on a run here against Badness, as he has a humongous boost advantage right now. Badness has the ball. Dark is going to elect to shadow and wait for a shot that he's expecting to be able to save, considering he has such a clear advantage. And he's going to challenge right now, or at least normally he does. Badness actually pretty stone cold to not react to that and play it slow, as Dark turned off and went to the ceiling, but he just read Badness at the midfield and make it 7-4. I think it was maybe 4-2 at some point. It might be 5 straight goals for Dark now in this replay, as he'll go to his classic fake kickoff, and Badness actually tried to read it but rolls it directly at Dark, and he will half flip over the top as a challenge. and make it 8-4. So mixing up the kickoffs, working successfully as Badness can't get a quick read, and it looks like another fake. You could tell from Dark's perspective almost right away, but from Badness's, I'm sure it's a little bit less convincing. Oh, there's the pogo that we all want to wait and see. It actually feels like Badness should have stopped it. He actually went reverse cam right at the end to watch him. And don't get me wrong, I think this is kind of why Badness forfeited. I feel like he maybe should have had this save. I'm going to watch it again from his perspective. 100 boost. Oh, it's a good play. It's a tough angle for him to take, and Dark goes over the top of him. Robbed of his goal, but that's just the first of a couple replays we have from Dark. I won't harp on it too much as we go into game number 2 against Nush, but you guys know I have recently talked about how we're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers this year, and we were starting behind the pace, but thanks to you guys' recent support, we are ahead of the pace now, and I'll show just how much we are on the screen. So thank you to everyone who does subscribe and gets us just a little bit closer. But we got Nush versus Dark in this second replay. It's a matchup that actually happened before. I think Nush and Dark played in a show match, but Dark ended up having to leave partway through. Nush was playing well and seemed like he was on track to winning that match, if I remember correctly. But I think maybe a controller broke or something. I mean, it's not surprising that Dark would often have controllers breaking if you've watched any of his play. But we'll see how he does now. Nush is pushed up as high as, rank 35 in the world when he was playing his show matches recently. I don't know if he's gone any higher. But that means that there's probably lots of points to be gained from Dark. Oh my goodness, Nush sending that one to the ceiling and straight down as he tried to pre-jump it. There's probably lots of points to be gained. Now, Dark has moved all the way up to the top 100. So unlike during Dark Week when we were watching him kind of dance around in 1400 and show off, he has cleaned it up a little bit, enough to get himself into the top 100. And Nush even higher in said top 100, so still tons of points to gain. As there's probably like full rank differences once you get as high as they've gotten. Dark, nice wave dash catch. You saw Nush up on the back wall, and not going to be able to go low. So a 2-1 lead for Dark. As Nush in the blue, Dark in the orange. Early challenge from Dark. You actually see Nush pull off of that in order to kind of guide the losing 50. Like, he knew he was going to lose the challenge. Dark was going to be able to guide the ball, but if he tried to fight through it, things could have gone much worse. Instead, he just guided it to the opposite corner so that he could at least not get scored on. Now Dark, an aggressive air dribble that he can't stick with, but he does recover quickly. I feel like he's already at supersonic when he adds in that dash, but he does it so seamlessly. Doesn't really matter. Dark getting really greedy here, especially considering he doesn't have any boost to follow this up, and he actually just missed the dash that left the net open. Maybe not. Maybe he just baited Nush in. Problem is he does not get 100 boost, and missed one of the wall dashes there, so he'll back off, going to midfield 100, which feels like something he was not going to be able to get away with. But a couple different times now, he has been able to get away with it. Air dribble from Nush. Dark found himself too far past the play, so it will be a goal for Nush. Kickoff win for Dark, but Nush actually could have had possession, decides to back off the ball. Dark trying to pass to himself. Not likely that finds a way through with the defender waiting in net. So many opportunities to cut off that angle. Dark is a madman. He gets undercut, though, in this corner. Could still be a possession for him. Every single time he lands on the ground, always going for that dash. And most importantly, very, very rarely missing it. I mean, we've seen him miss it a few times, like on the wall dash. It's the reason why you see other people not going for it. If you go for it all the time, you may often leave yourself just flopping around on the field. It happened with Dark too much, considering how often he goes for it, but his speed on the back wall does get him scored on a lot. He seems insistent on staying at top speed, and his wall dash almost got him the power that he needed here. He wants a demo on Nush, doesn't get it, so he'll back off. And now Nush, he loves these 180 backflips. Oh my goodness. The flicks in which he has part of the car on the ground. That's what he likes to do. This time he puts the tail end of his car and flicks it crossbar down. I mean, the placement on that shot is as good as it possibly gets. Nush. Seemed like he just bumped Dark slightly off the ball. Now he's boxing him out. He's done a really good job of starving Dark out. Dark can be so deadly when he's winning those races to the back corners. Dark just seems to be maybe tuned out now, as he did not rush to that ball. Swung wide. They're just going to make it 5-2. But a starved out Dark, you know, everyone talks about how he's able to have speed without boost, but I think he's a boost heavy player on top of all that. What he wants to do requires boost. It requires a boost and dashing like crazy. Demo chip on targets, and Dark did manage to get the forfeit in before the ball went in, but he did not want to go down 6-2. Nush was about to push it even more, so Nush able to win this one. Nush did have the matchup against Dark last time they played, so maybe we got to get him back on a show match if they're interested. For now, Nush wins one game. Dark takes down Badness.